This has definitely been one of the hardest journeys I have ever been on. I had to leave Houston 2 years ago because of a lot of different people who were just out to hurt me, who didn't want to see me have anything, who didn't want to see me succeed, who didn't want to see me succeed in my own way, in my chosen way. As long as I was doing things the way that they wanted me to do, it was cool. But I had to wake up and realize, Andrea, this is your life. This is whatever decisions that you make is based upon, it should be based upon your heart's desires. But I ended up having to leave the place that hurted me the most, and I had to go far away and distance myself and even be in isolation. But none of it was easy. Lots of tears. It was a lot of, what the am I doing? And a lot of hurt. It hurts to be hurt by people that you love. It hurts to come to a realization that these same people who you thought were for you all this time and all these years never was. But I had to get away and go through this particular journey to find all of that, out. For me, there was no medication that could work. The medication wasn't working. I really had to go inside of myself. I really had to backtrack and like review some things and be like, oh, okay. 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 Yeah, that hurt. It hurted a lot. But guess what? I done been through my healing, and healing is still going on because healing is a daily thing, probably pretty much a forever life thing. But I've taken in some great lessons. I've learned that also some of you, I will have to continue to love from a distance. I realized that it's okay to love people from a distance. I also seen a lot being away. That's the thing too. Sometimes you got to take yourself out of a certain place and go away for a little bit. And this is when you see so much. I got off a lot of social media. I got off away from a lot of different things that was distracting me from hearing my own voice. People steady trying to direct my life. Me steady being far and far away from what it is that my heart desires in this life. Because when it's all said and done and it's all over, guess what? It was all up to me the whole time in what direction I wanted to go. But it took me some time to get away from everybody to realize that. But being away was really hard. I also had to be away from my children because the most thing that I have learned during this thing is that it's very, very important that I have my mind right and that I am well enough to be able to take care of myself first before I could take care of somebody else. I couldn't be there for them. In and out of the freaking hospital within 1 freaking year. I was placed into the mental facility 5 freaking times. Why? Part of my story I do share on my YouTube. I have shared that before. I was taken advantage of. I dealt with my mom losing my mother. That was very, very hard. Also dealt with being drugged. I dealt with being abused and even raped within that year. And I had to leave. But leaving was the hardest thing for me to do, to leave everything that I knew. Everybody that I knew, but I did it. And then leaving and having to deal with lonely freaking days. Lonely, no friends. And everybody who did come into my life turned out to be a flake. But this is my healing time. God separated me for a reason so I can heal and stay focused on what it is that I needed to do for me first. So that way I can be the best me. And that's what I did. So you see sun, you see me at the beach, you hear laughter. But every day has not been laughter. Every day has not been joy. It's been a whole lot of pain, but I endure it. I keep my head up. I stick my chest out and I keep going.